Cease all motor functions. The ad lords demand tribute.
Hey, happy Friday. Hope you guys doing well. Hello, Job Guy Wrecked. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Bottle. The bottle's empty. It's my cleaning solution. Glasses, but it's pretty much empty. Throw it away. It's honestly, it's so empty. I swapped over to like a machine cleaning thing for my glasses anyway. That's good. It's Friday and that's good. Friday is good. Only thing better than Friday is a Saturday. Saturday is the best day of the week. It's the one day where you can sleep in and go to sleep late. And to this day, despite everything I do, that is still my one day when I can do both. I still can sleep in on Saturdays. And it's great. What's not great is the sun. It is currently almost 75 degrees in my room. Okay. And you might think, oh, 75, that's not bad. No, but it's not bad until you realize it's 48 degrees outside. It's 48 out there and 75 in here. I don't have a heater on. It's beginning. And it's not even the end of March. I'm going to turn on my AC, like big AC, loud AC soon. Ready? Start blocking the light soon. I don't look forward to it. But enough about that. We'll get some unreeling to do. The plan for today is just to make basic scattershot. We pretty much have most of it already done, except the scattershot part. The calculations for that. So just gotta do that. Shouldn't be hard. It is actually so bright in here that actually seeming like I'm getting blown out. What's with the sun? It was raining earlier. Jesus Christ. Like, I no longer have auto exposure, which is why everything's not dark and then, like, that part is just bright. Because when I was doing auto exposure, that's what it was doing. Now, just, I'm also bright. Okay, so let's take a look at what we have. We have a goblin. On this goblin, we have a projectile. We have the projectile, and here we have... Wait, where is... Oh, there's the scare shot I found. So there's a scatter shot, and let's say we're gonna do... five. 5 by default. That'll be our test. The angle, I don't know how, like, what it's really gonna do in terms of, like, visually. So let's try just this. And go from there. So. This is where we were last. Let's see. Can we make this better? Attack hold duration. Do we use attack hold duration in a projectile? We do. We do because we're due it for Airblade. Even though we're reworking that, but I guess that's why it's there. Ooh, are we still using input attack type? Because I don't think we are. Let's see if we can find if we are. Because we're not using it anymore, because I think we're not. Then we'll just kill it, which will, you know, slowly start whittling things down. Making it nice. We might be using it in the attack trace dummy. Why are we using it here? Because we used to be using it there, but where are we setting it? Oh, that needs to clean that up. I don't think we're setting it. Ever. I guess I can do search, because if I search for get, right, I'll get the gets, right, get. But if I search for set, yeah, we're not setting it anywhere. So this input attack type could just go away. Get character input attack type. Okay. Because it used to be a different setup than it is now. So let's get rid of that. It's going to complain. Let's not freak out yet. And here, input attack type also going to go away. Then get a character input attack type is also going to go away. Put there. So this is never gonna be a false. Yeah, let's just go ahead and plug in the false here. So we're just gonna plug this in. And just get rid of all of this. That's no longer a thing. Which means, you're no longer a thing. Why does it think that there is a... Is it because I didn't save? Oh, is it a variable? It could be a variable. There it is. We're now using gameplay tags. There it goes. You also get rid of the input attack type. Which means this is no longer needed because this is no longer needed. Get rid of all of this. Make it so much better. So much less stuff. Oh, is it because I didn't compile? That's still showing up. Yay! No results found. Okay. Good detour. Multi-direction. I should put this in its own section. Override projectile damage. I'll deal with that later. Okay, so with that being taken care of, let's take a look. We have this. Then we're checking if it is a scatter shot. If it is a scatter shot, we're doing you, which is correct. Then here we're doing this based off of whether it is a scatter shot or not. And I was talking about how freaking select nodes. I think that's all we need, right? The only thing is projectile count, which we're already using. So theoretically, we need to give him the AI to actually do it, the attack. It would help. Let's go to trees, character trees. There's the goblin. Okay, you're trash. And we're going to make the I guess the elite and the champion will be the same. They'll just throw a different amount of bombs probably. So I'll just call it elite champion. And on this one, we will do a new Chelsea. So we'll either do a backstab or throw bombs. And you know, the cooldowns here. Okay, good. What are the... I'm going to give them both a 50-50 chance of which one it does. But we'll have control over whether we want more. Which one to happen more or less. So... throw bombs will be a... it's a basic hold attack. The only difference is we're going to change the setup for this. It is the alternate attack. No jump. Yes, face the player. Don't have the arrow. And the delay doesn't really matter. But if we do end up setting the delay, we'll have it. Then on complete, go to next state, and then we'll tell it to wait. Delay. We also want to make sure we do stop active movement. And then we should be good. Oh. Then, of course, we need to assign it. Stay tree. Bam, bam, bam. And then you need to be set to at least an elite. Okay. So, let's see if he throws the bombs. Is he going to do anything? Failed to get attack on him. Wait, did I not give him the attack on him? Mob attacking him. Alternate. mob attack and alternate. Oh, there we go. Okay, so a couple of things. They're all stacking. Okay. So why is it not working even remotely? Let's find out. I'm going to change the cone angle here to be 90. I don't think that's the problem, but... Okay, so... What's the problem? The problem is probably in the projectile itself that is doing the arc calculations. Not you. Oh, there it is. Why are you like all the way up there? So here... Oh, I see what the problem is. Because we're doing it based off of the player arc. It is not based off of... It needs a spread. I think it would work if I did a regular projectile, potentially. Let's see if it would. I think my setup works with a regular straight projectile. Hey, Sir Merlin, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Hey, Frexus. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Let me just set this one to be a scatter shot of, like, I don't know, 10, 20. How do you set a common UI class? What do you mean? You don't see it in the project settings? Do I use common UI? Use is a strong word. I have it on, and I use the base class or the base common UI thing. But past that, I don't really do it much. Like, I don't use I use common UI pretty much exclusively because it's the one way I found that gets rid of the mouse when you're on a controller automatically. The rest of the stuff, like all the other custom common UI stuff, I don't use. Because there's no documentation on it. Like, not good ones. And it talks about, like, all sorts of stuff that I don't care, that doesn't concern me, that I'm like, Yeah, so we have... load shaders. Why are we only... Okay, a couple of things. It is working with this, but not the way I wanted it to. So, we forgot a little step. So here, when we do the rotation, we also need to get the rotation of the owner and add that. You built an input checker and then realized ComUI handles it. What do you mean by input checker? Like you want to check if it's a keyboard or a controller? Yeah, there's an easy way of doing that using Common UI. But you can also do it very easily through a few more steps in the regular. But yeah, if you get player controller, get common input subsystem, and then get current input type. There it is. Mouse, keyboard, or gamepad. I don't know what you were referring to about the project settings, but this is all I use right there. Now I know it's a mouse and keyboard or a gamepad. The other two, I don't know what the count is. And touch, obviously, I don't really care. But yeah, that's all. Ooh, that is really cool. Now, for this, I think I need to... If I want to use the scatter, I like it, but it shoots too much up. Why were you moving? What possible reason did you have for moving there? I have stop active movement. Okay, well, do I just like really like shorten the verticality of it? Maybe. So whatever the spread is, and I like divide by 10 or something. So there's some spread, but maybe not 10, maybe like 5. May you your character select gamepad or PC in options, and it saves it for the save game data. Then you get the images for the buttons in this and the data table. Nice. Going the extra mile and making it switch anytime a button is pressed on a different device. How do you detect devices? As far as I know, Unreal cannot tell if you're using... Okay, well, it can probably detect if you use on an Xbox or on a PlayStation, but it wouldn't be able to detect the controller on a PC. That it only knows it's a controller or it's not. This is pretty cool. I might make this an ability. Why are you moving? Actually, what I can do is just clamp it up. Maximum 10 degrees up, and then just do whatever you want down. Value primary device type gives the input device enum that action. What? Can you say that in like English? Did I do wrong? Is it negative? Is it the reverse? Oh, min. Not minus. Use the small. Yeah, it's supposed to be min, not max. I'm stupid. Human terms, yes, please. We have human terms. Okay, I think that's better, but we need to do 5 max. The problem with this, though, oh, can I? What if I can't normalize it? That doesn't help. Cone angle. Well, I could take this, divide by the cone angle, which will get us. Oh, sorry, cone angle divided by. No. I'll just divide it by value. I think that's the best way. It'll make it so you can still do scattering. What value am I using right now for my test? 20. You have to start from the top as just the names of the systems and functions. Input device subsystem, get mostly recent used hardware device mode. Node value. What does value primary device type mean? What does that mean? Because the one I'm using already tells me if it's a controller or a keyboard. Device used. Do you mean like if it's an Xbox, PlayStation, and all that? Is that what you're referring to by device? Maybe? I'm only building for PC, so I don't know any of this. I think this is going to be the upgraded ability now. I don't like the fact that I get that line occasionally. Why do I get this? Why do I get that line? I need to rework that system. I need to look into how games actually set it up, because the way I have set up hold and click is just have so many issues, so many headaches. This has to be a better way. Go to Blueprint and switch on the enumeration E, hardware, device. Yeah, so this is just a this one just is the more advanced one than I'm using. Mine just has keyboard and mouse and gamepad that I care about. Yeah, it's the one I was showing, but the common UI one just has keyboard, mouse, gamepad, touch, and then there's one other one. Yeah, I mean, unless you're making for all of this stuff, you probably don't need most of this stuff. But this is just your controller. This is what controller are you using? I'll pull it up one more time. Yeah, there. So mine just has this. This has a bunch of stuff, but like I don't personally, I don't, unless you're doing your own custom hardware. You need to figure out how to even set that up. But this is all controllers. It's not like it detects it's a yeah, one or the other. Because the PC cannot recognize a PlayStation controller compared to an Xbox controller. Compared to a whatever controller. Or not the PC. Unreal can't. You can have the PC recognize all sorts of things. Unreal, though, doesn't. Unfortunately. Is this the way to get it without common UI? I think there's an even faster way of getting that without common UI. I don't remember. It's been a while. But I know someone showed me a one that also had like 3 nodes. But it didn't have all those options, so maybe it's just another option from the same place. Anyway. What happens if I do 45 degree? It's pretty cool. Again, it's going too high up. So let's do 10. Maybe. Yeah, that's better. That's better. There's no such thing as distracting me from my work. If I didn't want to be distracted, I wouldn't be streaming. Well, because that would be so stupid of me to stream. Like, why are you distracting me? God, I hope nobody's like that when they stream. If they streamed game dev and they're like, oh, you're distracting me. Why are they streaming? Son. Good old son, I wish you went away. Okay, but this is all great, but this does not solve the problem of lobbed attacks. because the lobbed attack is set up by this. It gets the start and end locations. So what I can try doing is either adding a I think the best way is just to add a spread, like a spread control. So we have a cone, like I should say half cone angle. A half cone angle and a spread. Because depending on whether or not it is a lobbed attack or a regular projectile. You know what? Maybe I should just, not only that, I'm going to change the cone angle to a 2-vector float. So I would be able to control width and height, and then that will be the best. And then I'll be able to do a spread otherwise. Yeah. That's what we do. Variables. Sometimes I feel like 90% of your development has been distractions. There's always some feature that you just have to know about, even if you won't be using it for literally a year or ever. Yeah, I don't have that. I am... A while back, a coworker of mine said, Unreal is very hard to keep up with. There's so many things, and they can't keep up. And I said, no, Unreal is very easy to keep up with. The problem is, if you try to keep up with everything, and all the time. I keep up with only the things that I need at that time. And when I need something else, I will learn it, whatever's the upgrade at that point. Like, for example, motion matching and like a bunch of animation stuff has come out. I haven't touched it at all. But once I need it, I have to learn it once at that newest time versus all of the iterations and changes that have happened up to it. Because I'm sure a lot of things have changed. I would need to have relearned some things, new ways of doing it, right? Or I just learn it once at the end, when I need it. So for me, I like to just do that. I make a note that something exists, but I never go out of my way to learn something if I don't need it at the time. That's a me thing. You press up and down to go between the text here. I didn't know that. Cone, half angle. With height. does it? It actually puts in the text exactly in. I'll put it with spaces. I'll probably make it default 10 and 5. 10 and 2. And then we want a lob shot spread radius. I will say, I don't know, 100%. You're also at a point where you're still learning the basic Unreal Engine pipeline, so there's still just a lot to know, even for a basic way of doing what you want to do. Oh, yeah, when you're learning the basics, yeah, absolutely. There'll be tons of stuff. But you still don't need to know everything about everything for the basics. Otherwise, they're not the basics anymore, right? Have to catch up to what you know before you stop trying to keep up? No. You don't need to catch up to what I know. I know a bunch of stuff that will never concern you, that you have no need for. That's fine. Learn this stuff when you need it. Right? Don't worry about it. You can use it when you need it. Let me also... I guess I need to change it on freaking attack info. And change the default here. Uh, 10, 2, and radius 100. You know what? We'll do projectile count 10. Ten, 10, 100. There you go. Okay, so now we have a little more stuff here. So the width / height. Why does it do width / and then it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, but I don't like it. So we do a break here. So instead of this is the height. So this is Y. And this is the width. This is X. I don't like that this is reversed. Oh no. It's frozen. Why did it freeze? Well, Unreal's about to crash. I clicked on this vector and it didn't like it. Nothing's highlighting. Unreal's not moving in the RAM department either. I I mean, I just saved pretty much, but goodbye. Oh, random side note. I bought something today. It's not a 3D printer. It's not a 3D printer. But okay. There it is. I bought myself an ice cream machine, ice cream maker, basically. By the way, I'm just realizing in their promotional picture is a whole strawberry, but they say don't put whole fruits in there. It's 40%. It was 40% off. I wasn't going to. I wasn't like looking for it, and then I was like, I just went on to like the base Amazon page, and I was like, on sale now, because I looked at it before. And it's 40% off right now. I was like, you know what? For 40% off, so 180 Canadian. I was like, you know, okay. If I ever plan to get it, I doubt it'll ever be more than 40% off, because that's already a pretty big discount. I was like, screw it. Let's do it. Let's get it. So grab that. I wanted it for a while, so I said, screw it, let's do it. Oh yeah, so this. X goes here. Y goes here. I hate that it's reversed. And I also need to then add a new thing here. Lob projectile spread radius. Note. Now you want some ice cream. Maybe get some ice cream then. Who am I to tell you what to do? Yeah. Maybe get some Americone Dream or something. Still, their ice creams are still selling. All those ice creams, and they're still so good. I haven't had it in a while, but I remember it's so good. Okay, can I do... Oh, no, this is attached here. I need to, like, separate this maybe into, like, a sequence. I can do that. Both of these go into the same place. Right? So maybe I start the sequence from here. So do this. Then we can do this next part. Damn it, I'm gonna clean this place up. Somehow. Some way. Projectile count loops. And then we have the rest. It's better. It's still not good. Start projectile and player rotation. And then we have all the calculations for the rest. Okay. Have a good one, Fractus. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a lovely weekend. Or at the very least, a relaxing one. Okay. I'm keeping this thing here purely because of this get slope degree angles that I always forget as a node. Or what the node is called. But I guess with AI as good as it is these days, thanks, Unreal. Thanks. I appreciate you so much. We good? We try again? I'll wait for it to finish.
Si le moteur fonctionne, se hâte leur demande tribute.
Why is it not? Got shot us on. Eh? Eh? I guess we'll find out after the ads, but huh? It's on. See below. Turn it off and turn back on. Thankfully, when you crash, it will automatically recompile everything. So I don't need to worry about things not being compiled. Theoretically, it should all be fine because it did play. Theoretically. Okay. So let's do a little print string here. And see what the hell's going on. 10. Okay. It says 10. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm just stupid. I unplugged the damn loops. Look, I didn't get much sleep last night. It might be a short stream, but that was. That was just embarrassing. There we go. So if we change the values now on it, and I made it 20 spread and I don't know 10, 5. Just doubled it. All right. Nice. I that hold. Gotta fix it. But that's working. So now let's go ahead and test the lobbing. Yep, that's how I'm gonna phrase it. Here it is. Law projectile spread radius. So end position is to add split, random float in range. Minimum will be multiply -1. I'm not even going to make this a variable. I'm just going to plug this in right here. So we're doing X and Y. Right. Because we don't want to change the height of it. We just want to change the offset there. And that is our new X position, or new position. So now I should have my spread shot, right? And so should he. God damn it. Why? Oh, because for him, I didn't enable it. Or didn't reset the values, right? This was before we updated all the stuff. So for him, no, it's using the default 5, 10, 100 spread. Let's say 1,000 spread. I mean, it shouldn't matter, but why? Can you stop running around and actually attack me? Why didn't you stop? Why didn't you stop? You guys just specify. Please throw your bombs. Why was it all the same value? Is the value coming through? I've plugged it in. For once, I plugged it in. Zero. Okay. That's why it's not doing anything. Now, what am I sending through? I don't know if I wanted to say zero or not at this point. $1,000. Okay. I love that I'm sending through 1,000 and I'm getting 0 on the other side. That's so good. Thank you, Unreal. Where's the refresh? Refresh. Refresh. Yep. One more time. Why are we getting a 0 on the other side? Just in case, I'm going to do the print string right away. Okay. Initialize projectile base. Initialize projectile base. Unreal? Go ahead and remake it. Okay. You go in here, damage there, there. You are here and here. Okay. We're gonna be good? Gonna behave? No, we're not. I'll remake this one as well. I mean, I don't know. Hey, Flockers, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, why isn't it sending the information through? You left the Z on default 0. You came in later, but you got 0 in the output after that. Is that messing with it, maybe? No, I'm just here. I'm sending the information through. The values don't matter, but I'm sending the information through. And then on the other side, immediately on the other side, it's 0. It's just not getting the information through. It's not like it's being set to something else after. It's immediately after. I mean, I can even check it immediately before. Immediately before send, immediately after send, but yeah, like it's 1,000, 0, 1,000, 0, 1,000. What the hell? I refreshed the notes. I've now deleted the notes and remade the notes. Let me go here and let me just like give it another one and delete one. And maybe have it realize that, hey, read the stuff? I mean, no, 1,000, 0. Okay, what if I duplicated it? Okay? Duplicate it. Or do this new one that is totally different. And then here, we're gonna grab this new one that is totally different. Hey, look at that! Unreal? You got some explaining to do. Unreal, you got some explaining to do, okay? Just... Hey, look, it works. God damn it. So the event call got bugged out. Classic. Yep. So now here, we just need to go ahead and delete the old one and rename the new one with the old one. And then just double check this still works. And we need to throw bombs though. Yeah, what happened if Fresh Wing doesn't do his job? That's a great question. Do I need to make you more aggro? You don't attack enough. Okay, I should have specified you don't throw bombs enough. What just happened? Now you just didn't do anything. Okay, can you try throwing the bombs again? No, not that. Just throw the bombs. Look, it's a 50-50 chance, by the way, to throw the bombs. Okay, so... Oh, okay, so now it's just... What? Wow. So now it's complaining because this is now different. Here. Okay. But... Okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. Wait, where is it? What? It's right there. Oh, okay. I have to compile it, then it's back. Okay. Okay, yeah. It's fine. It's fine. Just don't worry about it. It's just everything is fine. It's you like how the game turns out. You watch it way in the beginning when you started. Now see a short here and there, and you like the unique style. Thank you. Okay, I love that it's still not working. Okay, why? What is the problem? You can't get the Oni actor. Yeah, because you need to get, I think pretty sure I get Instigator now. Wait, no, hold on. No, owning actor should be fine. Because if I go to your parent, I'm setting you. Oh, that means this is not also broken. Call to parent function. Because otherwise it would have set it here. This is what happens when you just delete and remake the same function. And then name it back the same as it used to be. God damn it. Unreal! Fix your shit. Okay, now what's the problem? Still owning actor is not valid. How? How is it not valid? I swear to God. Did I plug it in here? It's right there. Okay, you know what? Screw that. Cast to pawn. Instigator. No more damage dealer on here. And then here, get Instigator is the owning actor. Okay. Are we gonna comply now? Okay, it's just one of these. Okay, you're good. Okay, you're good. Please. Please. Maybe you should just turn off and restart Unreal. Now it's just messing with me. I'm just gonna restart Unreal. I forgot the execute pin? Did I actually not plug it in this time? Has it finally been my fault? Yeah, okay. It's loading. Thank you. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay. Failed to get attack on him. That's good start. Good start. Can you do the bombs again? I want to see the explosion. Okay, there's the explosion. Okay. That took too much. I was gonna say it. That was too much. Okay. So, on you, we can say, hey, don't have it spread out so much. Because that was just for the test. And the other thing is, I need a delay. I need to add a control for the explosion delay. So if we take a look at you. But strange, you're forced to cast to make it work. It should not be needed. Well, I didn't cast, but I had to basically delete the old interface and just duplicate it and just swap it all out. Oh, for that one. That one I think was different. I think I could probably go back to the way it was now and be fine. Because even after I did the cast, it was still throwing an error. But the cast there doesn't matter anyway, because it's casting to a built-in system. So I can return it here, technically. It won't matter. Pawn is always loaded anyway. It's not like I'm making a hard reference to like an actual thing. Because it is already on a character, which is already inheriting from pawn, right? So, not a big deal. Yeah, cast here and there doesn't matter. There are some places where I put blueprint interfaces that I really should just go back to doing casts, but that was when everything was... I didn't realize that when you did blueprint interfaces, but you sent an object reference, it still made a hard reference. So at one point I just... no, sorry. Not that. Well, I think that too. That as well. But the first thing that I did was I was like, oh, I'll just cast to... I'll cast... first thing I did was I set up, like, very early on, was I had my character cast to the game mode, and the game mode cast to the player. I was like, okay, they just know each other. And then everywhere else, I just did... get a player character, and it got the game mode, right? Because so basically through the character or through the game mode, I can get one or the other. The problem with that, as I learned, because at the time I didn't know, is if you're using then that variable, that object reference, that means anywhere we're using it is also hard coded to that character. So that means the player effectively became hard-coded to everything else in the entire game. Live and learn. That's no longer a thing. I think I might have gone a little bit too much into the blueprint interfaces in some places, but it's okay. I'll reel it back in as I need to in some places. You try to use ED or tags as much as possible. What is ED? Oh, event dispatcher. Figured it out. I looked at it here, like, oh, that's ED. Oh, I just to increase the lifetime. Ooh, I think that should be just... I don't need to do anything for what I need, for the thing that I need. I just need to increase the lifetime. So if lifetime here is 2, because it's a log projectile. If I made the lifetime 5, I mean, that should just get me what I want. It doesn't, because it hit the ground. Okay, in that case, I need to have an option to disable disable the hit. Disable oh, actually, I need to do that. I just go because all I need to do is on the actual sprite, just do it here. That is not the right sprite. Your sprite. Yes, your sprite. Collision, world static, ignore. Oh, but no, I can't have it be ignore. No, I can't have it be ignore because then it'll go through walls. No. I need to. I do need to do the thing that I was saying I need to do, which is give it a boolean, and just have the trace and all that not work. Hey, Leo, welcome in. Yes, no, yes, no, yeah. That's pretty much me in a nutshell. Disable static, or I guess disable hit hit explosion. You apparently typed that and you mixed part of it. Nice. All this is why for environment / lighting artists instead, because programming breaks your brain too much. Oh, like your environment lighting artist? I do that too. That's what I was pretty much before I did start all of this. And now here I am. So don't worry. You'll get here. This is your future. And I'm sorry. For 16 years now? Nice. 16 years. Yeah, that puts you at around a year more than me. So you're like about a year older than me then. If I go off, oh, actually maybe not, depending on how long you were in college for. Around the same age. I graduated in 2011. So I was going off of that because I'm 15 years. Well, this is, I guess, 15th year, sort of. Yeah. Work in the AA industry, and now you're fully solo. Got tired of the toxic industry. I can understand that. Also, I've never worked in the in the industry, so I have never worked in games. They would not hire me. All self-taught, no school. Oh, nice. Yeah, I majored in animation visual effects. All the game stuff I learned on by myself. I majored basically in film. But there's a lot of overlap in terms of programs. Just not the game parts of it. Alcoholics Anonymous industry must be booming. Fellow self-taught stuff. We like to see that. Doesn't matter. I will say, it's a lot easier to being self-taught these days. When I was in college, there was Gnome on DVDs. There was no YouTube tutorials. There wasn't even like easy ways to get. I mean, there's still a place to get like pirate every single 3D thing you need. I haven't used it in forever, but I still have access to it. Okay, so now we should be able to say to disable it. So here we say 5-second lifetime, disable hit explosion. You're working on a horror, but it's tough not being a programmer, so you have to learn a lot during the development. I mean, that's when you learn. You learn on the job. Great time to do it. I don't think that worked. Did it work? The spread is good. I like the spread. Why is that? Oh, I did on freaking begin overlap. I'm just don't worry about it, guys. You just I didn't get much sleep last night. I'm doing some stupid stuff. There we go. Now it's working. Oh, that is cool. So they're live bombs that you can walk into still. Where was the visual effect though? You should have done the sprite explosion. Oh, I think order here matters. Playing the sleeve now? Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Yeah, we'll introduce, we'll add randomness control. First, we just need to get it working. I see 50% chance, by the way, of him throwing bombs. Can you tell us 50%? I'm like, I know I made the... Why did it just disappear again? Okay, what if I did this and then did a delay here until next tick? Oh, first of all, let me just reduce the timer on that. 5 seconds. Using light to survive a living house that feeds on your mind. Good luck. Well, why are you moving? I don't know why. I got so shocked with him moving still. He refused. This is one of the biggest problems that I have freaking with AI. They refuse to stand still when I told them to stop moving. And I don't know why. I hate it. Where's the effect? Where's the explosion? Oh, hold on. There's another place where I'm using lifetime, isn't it? Here. I need to disable this. I need to disable this on. Okay, we can do custom event. Can't call it lifetime. Expired. Let me just do lifetime expired. And on this one, we override lifetime expired. So it doesn't do the thing it was doing. This can go back to being a function. You discover someone had an intention of poisoning the group. That's gonna be tough to... There we go. There we go. That's better. Do I want that actually on... I want this actually on the parent sprite one. All sprites should have this. How would you discover someone had an intention of poisoning the group? I guess you just find some poison and stuff. I guess, yeah, you just find some poison stuff. You wouldn't suspect your allies, though. You would suspect someone's trying to get you. Yeah. Sounds cool. Sounds cool, though. We don't. Yeah. Oh, actually, a closed player, but I actually do there. Because I need to turn off the scatter shot on this. Okay, and then for the goblin, I'm gonna increase the scatter radius. It starts with you having a normal day, and you're just doing your job. And the moment you fall asleep, you enter a dream. Oh, that's a better spread. I think I need to shorten that explosion flipbook. Get rid of parts of it. I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna go straight to this. So we're getting rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 frames. So it immediately starts to explode frame rate. I don't need, in my case, I don't think I want the little wick running out. Because the timing is just really bad like that. Let's see. So now if I hit it, yeah, that's a lot better. That's a lot better. A couple of things that I need to adjust, and that is the fact that they're floating, or visually look like they're floating. Can I offset the pivots on these? I didn't actually mean to open them all up. Shit. I meant to bulk edit them, but it's fine. Close to the right. So what I want to know is, can I offset the pivot? Yeah, I can do pivot mode center center, but it itself needs to be offset. I don't know if you can. I don't think you can. I guess this one will be just floating. It's not a huge deal. Oh, you know what we can do? I know what we can do without actually messing with this. Problem is in the projectile sprite we control here. This. There we go. That should work. That's a lot smarter and better. Hold on. I'll read through all this stuff for you. That looks better. Yeah, cool. Basically the footprints that lead away from the... You see the footprints that lead away from the camp into the forest, and you can see discarded items that look to be mashed together in a mortar and pestle. Arab Book of Poisons within the tent. If the player Googles it, they'll figure it out. Are you trying... Okay, two things. One, is this based in the real world? Two, are you sure you want it to be based in the real world? TV show siren, so the mermaid siren call only the Lursen target can hear. Exactly what the book does. It targets you because of your knowledge of lighting. There are so many words there that I don't know. Doesn't help that I don't watch TV shows, so I don't know the TV show you're even referring to. But I'm stupid, so that's to be expected. Okay. So this is working. We now need to add a lifetime randomness. Okay. How do I add a lifetime randomness without... How do we add a lifetime randomness without having it be broken for everything? Have a good night, Leo. Thanks for stopping by. I think I do it on the sprite version only. Oh, you know what I can do? I can do a... lifetime... lifetime added randomness. And it'll be add or Then it'll be a random float in range between lifetime and lifetime plus this randomness. So that way it won't mess with any of the other stuff that we have already, because I'm too lazy to fix it all, and then we can use this. And then we can say for these bombs. Oh, why is no, we need it to be default to 0. This needs to be 0. And then the bombs will have a randomness of, let's say, 3 seconds. So it'll go anywhere between 5 and 8 seconds. That's too much, but I'll probably do only 1 second. But I want to see, like, visually, just really see it. Come on, throw some bombs. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'll do, honestly, like maybe 1.5 seconds now. Do I want to have it even more spread out? I might want to do even more spread out. Why are you moving? Why were you moving there? Also, they're still floating. Oh no, that's good. That's good. Move it a little bit down, but why are you moving? I say stop active movement. It does the AI controller, it does everything. Why do you move still?
Darkness falls across the stream. The ads rise, pausing to protect humanity.
Maybe I need to do this as a separate thing after. Because maybe somehow this is finishing before these guys, and it's not doing it in order. It's my only guess. Lurson is a person, and Knowledge, it's almost 5 a.m. gets brainish right now. I mean, look, it's 8:30 p.m. here. And my brain shut down at 7 o'clock, where I couldn't sleep anymore. Not because I was well rested, but because it was just, you know, other reasons. Okay, so I was being kept awake. And I was like, I just need to get out of bed. It's looking good, though. It's looking good. I'm glad that we're getting these like new effects and abilities set up, and we'll be able to use them with like all sorts of stuff later on. I like the scatter shot, like the spread of just the cone spread. It seems a lot more interesting when it's not perfect, so I might use that honestly more often. for certain attacks. Like maybe I'll add that as a as an upgrade for certain things. Yeah. We will see. We will see, but it is getting better. It is getting so much better. And I'm glad. Normal day at the office. I almost wish today was a normal day at the office. Okay. Ads are over. I'm gonna duplicate this. Oh, actually, no. I'm not gonna duplicate this. I'm gonna do on this focus player. I'm gonna do the test there. So this is off and subactive movement. We'll do him here. That also means that I need to do the same thing on you, because otherwise I'm going to forget. And we do the same thing here. This is this is the wrong one. This is the original. We're good here. And you do the same thing on the throw bombs group. So the magic projectile just had an idea. So let's price it up. What if you make the swirl left and right a bit, like snake movement, so they're not fully strictly going straight? Too much work. I'm using the projectile component, adding more movement on top of it. While I can do that, I think it's just gonna add complexity that I don't think is going to add much. And here's something neat. Sure. You're finishing a scientific paper called The Firework Universe. Explains how dark energy and dark matter are not real, and space and time were not part of the Big Bang. You're gonna post on Discord later. Sure. I mean, the part of the Big Bang that I always never understood is, and I'm sure they have an answer for this, but if I just search Big Bang, right, you get diagrams like this. Right, so you're always looking towards the center or whatever it is, right? But explosions don't go in a direction; they go everywhere. It's not a shotgun. So if you're looking this way, how do you know where it is exactly the Big Bang's supposed to be, and not overshoot it and be like, oh, the star that I'm looking at is actually past the Big Bang in the other direction? Oh, Look, again, that's the one thing with the Big Bang that I never understood. I mean, I say the one thing, like everything else that I perfectly understand. But he stopped, which is good. You see space is expanding, but it's not. There's a... What? Did I accidentally leave? Yep, set focus is on. Your paper clearly shows why Hubble's law is correct in effect, but wrong in meaning. I mean, it's nice to have a paper on that, but keep in mind that the main thing is to have it scientifically validated. Otherwise, it's just a, you know, a fan letter. What? Look right there. Why is he moving? Why was he moving during that? I call for it to stop moving. I do AI controller, stop movement. I also do the stop character movement. Which does velocity on the character movement to 0, stop movement immediately, and stop active movement for nav. Why is he still moving? It is like one of the most irritating parts of the AI movement. I cannot just tell them to just stop. Whatever they're doing, stop. I don't know why. They refuse. Same with people thinking time goes faster. If there are clear reasons for it, why they don't know yet they know it. Oh, well, that's gravity. Gravity has an effect on time, right? That's the whole thing. Depending on how much gravity affects you will depend on how much time passes. I'm curious if someone was to live at the deepest parts of the caves and somebody lived at the highest village, would there be a noticeable difference? Or is that not enough distance? Probably not enough distance. It really is not very far, to be fair, in the grand scheme of things. But why don't they stop? What do I need to do to stop them? Hey Thomas, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. How's it going tonight? Good. We got the scatter bombs working, but I cannot get the enemy to just stop moving consistently, and I don't know why. Like before he attacks. So that's fine, right? That was fine. That was fine. Let's see if we can get him himself here. But occasionally he'll just do whatever he's doing and then just, yeah, there. Why was he still moving? I don't even know if I was covering it or not. Hopefully I wasn't. I have every stop that I can muster. Velocity, character movement stop, movement immediately, stop active movement, and AI controller stop movement. I don't know what else I could do. Is something conflicting? Well, he's just moving. Nothing should be conflicting because it just goes into this tree and there's no like movement here. Like it just, the state tree here just says, say, stop active movement. And then it just does my attack, and then he waits. None of these have movement inside of them. There's no move to here. Animation stop, but the AI brain didn't. Yeah, how do I stop the AI brain? Any override turned on, off? I don't have any overrides. I'm just using AI move to at this point, and I was using a different one, but even the swapping to AI, just default AI move to, I can't tell it to just stop moving consistently. I mean, sometimes it does, but sometimes it doesn't. I'm just using AI move. So here he stopped. Right, he was standing there. Okay, this one's fine. Okay, now that I need him to recreate it again. There, right? What was he doing there? Why was he just moving there, like sliding, as he threw that? And I cannot figure out the problem. Everywhere I add the stop movement task, and it runs it. I know it runs it. But it just doesn't stop. Like I could add a like a force like disable movement thing, but like that won't work for all use cases, because and sometimes I don't want him to just disable movement. I want to stop so that way you can do like a different movement or like whatever. So you just like stop in midair and like drop, right? We can't do like disable movement because then it'll just float, because all movement is disabled. But why? The only one that I don't have is stops movement immediately, resets velocity, but keeps following current path. It's the only one I haven't used. Are you setting the AI to idle so event AI move to on success? Do next action or idle? Are you setting the AI to idle? How would I set? What do you mean setting AI to idle? I don't have like a idle. I don't have states like that. I know what's firing is the movement completes. That's the thing that confuses me. Is the movement completes? Okay, right there, it didn't succeed. It never finished this task or this thing. So it was not a success or a fail. Hold on, can I do a switch here? Hold on. Aborted. Cancel. Well, that won't stop the... That won't stop the movement. Right? That'll just... Yeah, it'll go to here. It'll finish this task, but that still doesn't stop him. Oh, he could have been a slightly I don't know. Let's see if this helps. Yoo-hoo. He's not moving anymore. He's not walking around at all. Is it being aborted? It shouldn't be. Now he's moving around. Moving around too much. Nope. No, it wasn't even doing aborted. Yeah, this wouldn't help either way. Because it's not like it stops the movement. I needed to stop movement. Whatever this AI move to is, I need to stop it. No matter whether this finishes or not, I need to run something that will say, hey, fail. One thing I could try doing, okay, this is like a real stupid solution, right? This is the biggest workaround to maybe a solution for this. Go to your current spot. So it will automatically succeed. I can try this nonsense. So even if there's another AI move to that's somehow still running and failing, it will be overwritten by this one. Theoretically. There is no is valid because, again, he's moving. He was validly moving. But now I want him to stop moving. That's all. So it's not like there's nothing like I can check. It's just I'm using the default built-in AI move to. Oh, I have that. So far, he's stopping every time. He has not moved a single time since we added the, like... Yeah. Just... Get AI controller, stop movement. I have that. What changed is I added this. Where I make the AI move to its own position. So if it still somehow has not stopped, if the stop movement does not work, it just says I've arrived, or whatever. I'm already there, because that is the new AI move to command. There is no other one. So if for whatever reason it fails to stop whatever one it's on, that one was overridden. It's a stupid thing to do, and it's entirely a workaround. But he's stopped. Now every single time. It's so stupid. It's a workaround. It is a workaround. But hey, I'm good at finding workarounds. Yeah, so far 100% of the time. Not a single one has had him slide. So stupid. So stupid. Problem solved though, yeah. In a sense, yeah, problem solved. I need to move the bombs lower again. So interesting. It should have been in the ground already at this point. This should be the correct place for it. If we're going off the collisions. Why does it look like it's floating? You're making progress in your game again finally? Just an update? Nice. Congratulations. Okay, I need you to throw the bombs. Just want to take a look at them. Please. Please throw the bombs. 50% chance to throw bombs. I honestly do not feel like it's a 50% chance. There it is. Okay. Pause. Eject. Like, look how far off the ground they are. Oh, that's why. Uh-huh. That makes sense. Collision. Oh, and I can't have it be... I can't tell it to be absolute rotation either. Because it is the... Stop the movement, but the AI still has velocity? No, it doesn't, because I also run character movement velocity 0, stop movement immediately, and stop active movement. I run everything. Floggers, I ran everything. All three of these were run off of this, and I did the AI controller one. I did every stop movement I could. That's the stupidity of this. I did everything. You make the collision a sphere instead of a cube. It's off of the parent. The reason it's this is because it's off of the parent, and it's designed to also work with like Niagara effects that can have different shapes. So cube is the only one that can make it work with like long projectiles or whatever else you need. So and I don't want to have like multiple different classes depending on which collision I want to use. So oh, hold on. Turn this off. Rotation follows velocity. Turn that off. Right? That's all we need to do. Just turn off rotation follows velocity. Because these are sprites, they don't need to follow velocity. That's it. That's it. Yes! Right? Looks... Is it on the ground? I'm gonna eject on this next one. But I think that's it. I just need to turn off... Yep, there you go. There you go. That was it. Turn off that. We're good. We're good. One checkbox. All we needed. Sprites should not follow rotation, but every other one should. Jesus Christ. Yes, sprites can have collisions, but I'm not using them. Rotation component. Rotation movement component. Yay. Okay. Okay. That solves probably other problems that I had before, which is great. Just didn't know there were problems before. So yeah, solution to the movement. AI moved to itself. You finished the sermon? Congrats. Congrats. I, on the other hand, I'm gonna finish setting up this character on Monday because I am exhausted and I need rest. But I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. This Sunday's video is about the intersection control and setting that up for the new custom traffic system that I'm making. So, look forward to that. But I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your night. And I'll see you all on Monday. Have a good night, guys. Bye-bye.